Hey everyone, I thought it would be fun to do a little nail tutorial for you guys today. Since Easter's coming up, I thought it would be fun to do some Easter inspired nails. So I've done nails with a little chick on the ring finger and some Easter eggs on the others. So I hope you like it, and if you'd like to learn how to do it, stay tuned. So to get started, I am going to put this bottom coat from Orally on my nail. The first thing that I'm going to do to create the little baby chick is I'm going to take the Sally Hansen Polish and Mellow Yellow and coat my whole fingernail. Next step is to create the eyes. And to do this, I take a toothpick and I just get some on the end, some of the black on the end, and I'm just going to create 2 dots where I want the eyes to be. And I'm just eyeballing it. And there is what my eyes look like. Next we are going to create its little beak. And for that I'm using the Xtreme Wear Sun Kissed. It's the orange color. And I'm wiping off a lot from the brush because I don't want it to like glob up. I want to be able to make it pretty precise. So for that, I'm just using the brush that comes with it. And I'm kind of using the corner to make a little V shape. And there's its little nose. Next step is to create the little shell that the chick is peeping through, and for this I'm using the white from Sally Hansen. And I'm just using the brush, and I got a lot of the product off, so it's not globbing on there, just like we did with the nose. I'm going to start at one side of the nail and create a diagonal line going down. I do just a pretty rough outline the first time, and then I go back in later to fill in. So once you've done that, you get a little bit more. I'm going to lay my brush and do another diagonal, but not connected to it, so it makes a point right next to it. So now see how we're getting that zigzag effect. Now we are creating the top of the shell. This part gets a little bit messier. I found the best way to do it, to get the best results, is to just let it get all over your finger, basically, and then we'll wipe it off when we're done. It's basically the same idea. You're going to start at one of the sides and make a diagonal line going up, just like that. And then get some more. Again, we're wiping off a lot of it because we just want a rough outline first and we don't want it to glob anywhere. And to get that square end that we want to with a sharp edge, we're just going to lay that and pull. If it gets on your finger, that's fine. So to keep that sharp edge, you're going to need to just kind of pull it onto your finger. If that makes sense. Probably not, but you see what I'm doing. Now I'm going to let that dry, and then I'm going to go over it one more time. Next, we're going to create the little dots in the little chick's eye to make it a little bit cuter. And for that I'm using the True Blue Spa nail polish. It was the white one with the little nail art pen. If you don't have a nail art pen, you can just use the toothpick. I forgot the word. Toothpick. To just create the small dots. So for that I'm doing it on the inside of both eyes. Steady hand. Okay, get some more. And again, you want to make sure you don't have too much on your brush or it'll just cover up all the black. The other one. Right there. And there you go, we are done with the chick. Now I'm going to show you how to create the Easter egg pattern. You're just going to take whichever color you are using for that nail and just coat the whole nail. Now you're going to create the zigzags, and for this I'm using that white with the nail art brush. And basically you're just going to draw a zigzag. And then at the bottom 1/3, you're going to create another one. Next we're going to be creating these dots, and for that it would be ideal if I had a dotting tool, but I don't because Sally's is always out when I go. Anyway, I found it works just as well to use a toothpick, but I don't want that really sharp point because it just doesn't give you really much of a dot. So what I found you can do is just take a nail filer and you're just going to file away that point. So just kind of run it across, doing the top and then kind of going around the edges until you have the size that you want. So after you round off the end, it's going to look like that instead of that. For the dots, I like to alternate the colors, so it's not all one color on top, all one color in the middle. So like this one has pink, blue, then green. This one has blue, green, then purple. So I like to kind of randomize what order they're in. I start with the color that's going to be at the bottom part. That way I find I'm less likely to smudge it. And for this nail, blue is on the bottom. To get the nail polish on the toothpick, I just take the brush out and then take my toothpick and kind of run it along until I get a nice sized dot on the end, just like that. Then we take the toothpick and make 3 small dots. Last step for this tutorial is to put on a top coat. So that's it.